So simple solution is there. What we can do, we can imply one capacitor here which is parallel to the current limiting resistor or the pull down resistor particularly, which is continuously pulling down this pin to ground, that is nothing but 0 volts, to which we will apply a capacitor C. So what happened by the time whenever the voltage is, see, if we draw the diagram for voltage for this particular circuit, okay, so we'll draw the diagram of voltage V, actual voltage, let me tell you, V time t. Then the voltage rises in this manner. Suddenly when I press the switch, it goes to the peak 5 volts, then again it will drop, and afterwards it become steady to plus 5 volts. Okay, so this should not happen. So what happens when I place a capacitor C here, due to which the voltage rises smoothly and there will be no any fluctuations. So this path is due to capacitor C, and this is the green path is the due to normal resistor R. So this is how a debouncer circuit works particularly. But some circuits are there to which this debouncing is of no use. Let us see what kind of circuit these are. Let us consider an SR flip-flop. I am just taking as an example. There is a wide variety of debouncer circuits used. So particularly I am using here SR flip-flop, giving outputs Q N and Q N bar. So these are the outputs. Okay, and inputs for this, which are grounded or pulled down by pull down resistors used for S and R both. So both the, when the input is not given to them, S and R, so both S and R are logic 0 due to this resistance, pull down resistance R. So that means it has the inputs 0 0, due to which the outputs are, inputs are 0 0, due to which the outputs are initial condition. And let us, the initial condition, let me say that previously it is set, so I am considering it is 1 0. Okay, so now what I am doing here, I am applying a plus 5 volt supply through a single pole double throw switch, okay, which is going to be moved around these two. This is plus 5 volt DC supply, okay, which might be connected to the S or R. So let us say it is connected to S now. So what will happen if it is connected to S? This pin become 1, and this is pulled down by the resistor R to 0, okay, and the output is 1. When I try to shift this to R position, the switch, in the next clock cycle it is shifted to R. So what will happen? R will become 1, S will be pulled down to 0, and the output will be 0. So that is nothing but, here the debouncing is not required, the debouncing switch is not required. Why? Because we have used the active pull down resistors. So these are the pull down resistors which are doing the part of circuit debouncing. So these are the pull down resistors. What actually they are doing, when I shifting this switch, they are preventing this pin to go into circuit debounce. So this will not happen at the S switch when the switch is moved from S to R. Why? Because S is directly connected to the ground with the help of pull down resistor R. Same thing happens with this R when it is, the switch is moved from R to S. So that's all about the circuit debouncer. So in this kind of more ideas are there within 5 minutes. So stay tuned to In 5 Minutes for more videos, and thank you for watching.